welcome back to Lovely Gardening Bits. Are you well? I'm well and I am not well. I'm well because tonight, I'm filming this on Friday, this section anyway. Tonight, Gardener's World and Monty Don are back. Fill my heart with joy for the next 32 weeks. I'm very excited. I feel like I need that because, lads, it's just been great all the time here. Now today I can see a little bit of break in the cloud. And here comes a little bit of sun. I feel like I'm solar powered. It's just been really rainy and just feel miserable. But anyway, I'm not going to be moaning and giving out. A couple of things that I wanted to show you actually. So I bought this. Did I need another gardening book? No, I did not. But as you know, I love my container gardens. And actually I have a blog post from, is it last year maybe? I don't know. About my container garden in pots up on the patio. And this is from Sarah Raven. I love her. She does great seeds and great like little tools. I got my mum a pair of Sarah Raven secateurs last year and she loves them. Now, this is the woman that whenever she's in the garden with me, I'm like itching. I'm watching her because she had 4 secateurs the last time she was out with me and she was just like dying to cut things back. And I was like, Mom, you can't cut anything back yet because I'll explain why in a second. Anyway, sorry, long story short, Sarah Raven, a year in containers. Is that what it says? No, a year full of pots. I just think that this is going to be great because I really want to be able to, I know, really upgrade the container garden area. She has this sectioned into months. And so I think this weekend I'm going to read January, February, March, maybe a bit of April to kind of get ahead of myself. But the reason why I got this, well, I saw Monty Don recommending this and I was like, oh, sure, I'll get that. But then this was on pre-order. It only arrived yesterday maybe. So when I was pre-ordering, I didn't realise that Sarah had other books. And I have shown these before, but I actually started to read them properly now this week. So we have A Year Full of Veg from Sarah Raven. I'll leave all these linked below. And this one, A Year Full of Flowers. But I really like the fact that I'm not under pressure to read everything all at once because she has, like in these ones as well, has them broken down into months. So the other night I sat down and I read through January, February, March of this one and of this one, and it was just really nice. It's really nicely, let me show you. Ooh. So she talks through kind of the different plants that you can grow that month. But then towards the end of the chapter, she has like a practical section and tells you how to make a propagator, what you can sow, how you can sow. She does a lot of sowing I've seen in gutters because she's like, you can just push them on like along as they kind of grow. You're not having to like dig them up. She talks about pinching out dahlia tubers, like making little TP thingies. So each month I'm going to have something to look forward to and read through and really absorb rather than kind of going, oh my God, this book has just so much in there. What am I going to do? I didn't buy any seeds this week. No, I didn't. I'm trying to think. I checked yesterday and no seeds that I sowed last week. Nothing has germinated. As I said, it's just been so cold and damp and miserable and rainy and grey and hardly any sun. But the other day, I usually do my walks in the morning and then I had my breakfast. Then it got like a little bit brighter, a little bit sunnier. So I was like, I'm going to go to the park. And a couple of you have asked if I can, because I think some of you might follow me on Instagram on my garden page, which I'll link below. And a couple of you asked if I would share kind of like little sections of the park. Now the park that I live close to, it's like big enough, but I kind of tend to keep towards one end of it. And so I filmed a few clips that I'll put in here. I'll put plinky plonky music over there. Come to the park with me.
When lights go out, you're in my mind. I close my eyes, so it's just you and I tell myself you'll be back again. When the stars are aligned, we will dance in the meadow on our favorite place. When spring is coming,
Isn't it lovely? Like just those little areas, and it's really nice when it's peaceful and quiet. Usually when I go for a walk, the sun is quite low in the sky, but like that was like a little bit brighter, and just gorgeous. I love my little park walks anyway. So right now I'm going to go and I'm going to actually show you something that I saw on Anya the Garden Fairy. I bought her book recently, but I also still watch her on Instagram, and she was showing recently how to make cuttings from roses. Like, you know, when you get gifted like a bunch of flowers, if you have roses in there, that you can propagate them. So I'm going to try and do that. Now, I did try to propagate some stuff last year. Some of them have taken, some have not, but I've got to give it a go. I don't know if this is going to work. I just thought, do you know what, let's give it a go and let's see if we can get some free plants. Now, her Instagram is full of propagation knowledge, and I'll show you some of the propagations actually in the greenhouse that I've done, that some have worked, some have not. And I'm going to change out this because me and garden and white and everything. I'm inside the greenhouse. When I say I'm inside, I'm just kind of behind the door. This isn't really a walk-in greenhouse, but I was just checking. So this is the first day that I could feel there's actually heat in here. So I just wanted to have a little update because there is nothing happening. Oops, sorry there with this sweet peas. That's it. Oh, is there? No, nothing yet. Here, there's like different tomatoes and stuff. They usually take like a while to germinate, but nothing is happening there. I've been checking the compost and it is still moist, and you can see it's a really nice humid environment in there. And then in here we have something there. Hold on, wait, let me just get it to focus. That's a little lupin. I'm so excited. But there's nothing else happening there. Well, at least as I said, it's like humid, there's stuff happening. We'll talk about these in a second. Lads, look, my sunflowers, the little Dorrit, they're coming up. Oh, that actually makes me happy. I feel like that has changed my mood now big time. In here we have, oh, the lupins. The lupins that I harvested from last year. Oh, these are the seeds that I had soaked. I think I soaked most of them anyway, but that again, do you know what? That's made me so happy. What's in here? Sunburst, oh, sunflowers, another one there. Okay, so things are happening. So these little pots here are the cuttings that I did last year. Now, that's gone. These are supposed to be the Salvia Amistad, but I don't know. I think they're gone. Now these are the guara plants, are like butterfly plants. So they've come on. It's like this one, and this one. Let's actually weed them. And then here, look, these are my hydrangea cuttings. So that one has taken. There's a little one there. I think that's a little shoot down there. But that's made me happy. At least we finally have shoots. Oh, I needed that, like, little bit of joy. These are the flowers that Mum was given for her birthday a few weeks ago now. So I'm going to see what these roses are like. And then this one here to see if I can get cuttings. I hope I can. I'm so excited to try this method of propagating roses and experimenting, because these are roses that we were going to get rid of anyway. We're going to compost them. So if we can get free plants out of these, happy days. And I think that they'll have like really nice memories too, because Mum got them for her 70th birthday. So I started off by taking some all-purpose compost, it's peat free, and I mixed it in with horticultural grit or potting grit just to make it nice and like loose, and this will help with drainage. You don't want your cuttings to get like waterlogged or get too damp, too wet, too moist. And so I'm cutting between the nodes. Now, I was looking at my roses. I have nodes on both sides of the stem. So I was just hoping for the best and see. I don't know if I left enough stem, but you can see here that I'm scraping the other side, like the opposite side of where the node is. That's what Anya did. I'm just going to do what she did. So you can see the node on one side, turn around, the back has the scraping, and then you sit the scraped part on the bottom, like in the soil. So I just did that with the rest of them, and I think I got maybe 8 cuttings from the large roses. Hopefully I'll get at least a couple that will propagate. So that's that one. And then for the smaller roses, I didn't have as many nodes as the larger ones, so I just cut those all up again, and once again just scraped the opposite side of wherever a node was. I think I only got 4 little kind of cuttings out of this, but listen, it's better than nothing. This is an experiment. Okay, so we'll see how they go. Anya said it should take like 4 to 12 weeks for stuff to, you know, sprout. So at least I don't have to label these, because I'll remember that these are the smaller ones and I only had 4 shoots, because some of the little like nodes they looked almost rotten, so I didn't want to waste it. So hopefully we'll have those there and these here. I'm documenting that for my future self in case I forget. So this is a verbena plant. This is what I want to take cuttings of next. So see, this shoot, it doesn't have any buds or flowers, so I'm going to cut those off, take off some of the lower leaves, maybe reduce the size. I cut like the top leaves off a little bit just to help prevent water evaporation. So I'm going to do that with these. I have some here because I'm going to cut all these back. So I just want to take as many cuttings as I can, just that I have like little plants. Yeah, these look good. And I really want to cut all of these back to put into my new composter, which I'll talk about very soon. But just to show you, so it's these types of shoots that I'm going to be cutting. Oh my god, I'm going to have like a verbena. Now, not that one, because that has a little bud on top. That looks good. Yeah, I just want lots of structure, because I'm thinking maybe I might even put the verbena at the back here, maybe. We'll see. Oh, hold on a second. Look at the little tulip. Why is he all the way down there? Oh, well, we've got like really cute tulips starting to sprout here. Ooh, what are those? Oh, there's lots happening in here. Look, my little rogue pea shoot is doing good from there. My leeks are doing well. Oh, I can't wait for here to be full of colour and vibrance. Let's get propagating. I love this verbena plant because you get such colour and structure for months and months and months. So taking the cuttings, as I showed you in the previous clips, any cuttings that didn't have any buds or flowers on the top. So I just picked a load. Like usually you're supposed to put like any cuttings that you're doing into a plastic bag, but I was just doing this right away. So I started off by taking off all of the lower leaves. When I did my cutting, I did just under the node, but I just kind of sharpened it up a little bit. Took off all the leaves and then cut off the top half of the leaves. And again, I used the same potting grit and compost into one of the containers. And I just did this with all of the cutting so that hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to have a mountain of verbena. Very excited. And I just put them beside the shed. And then I was having a little look around the garden, and the amount of little buds and shoots, and my very first bleeding heart of the season. Now, this isn't the one that I planted this year. I think that's a fuchsia. That's our hydrangea, the climbing hydrangea, and I'm hoping we'll grow lots this year. This is the magical part. It's all starting, like those little shoots, those little tiny green shoots of joy. That's what keeps me going, because I know spring is coming. It's happening. The garden is coming back to life. In next week's video, I'm really excited to show you this. If you would have told me that at some point in my life I would be so excited about getting a composter, I would have been like, you crazy, you crazy. But in this box is something that I'm so excited to open. And the reason why it's still sitting in the box is because I just want to do research to kind of get it set up. And that's why I haven't cut back a lot of what's in the garden, because that will be going into there. So I'm hoping that we get some nice weather over the weekend so that we can set it up, and I'll explain everything about it, what it is and how I'm going to use it, and maybe it'll give you some inspo. For now, I'm going to take off probably the same clothes that I had on last week's video and just have a cup of tea, I think, because yeah, the brain is mush. But even being outside just for that little while was just so good for the soul, in the sunshine with the blue sky. I'm 100% solar powered. I think that's why I love sunflowers so much. Anyway, listen, happy St. Patrick's Day, and I will see you next week. Bye.